Welcome back, everyone. Baldur's Gate 3. Doing some stuff. Lou, we have gone and sold our stuff to him. Looted him of all of his stuff. I have fun with. Normally I put this because I got this off of him. And not everything was stolen, but you can sit there and kind of cheese stealing to get all the items off of people. I don't have a dexterity modifier. I would normally put this on me, but I have no dexterity modifier, so... Unfortunately... These would be the choices. And he would technically be the best, but I'm using that for the sleight of hand, because why not? So, Shadowheart gets those for once. Go figure. Changed up a bunch of items, and I might roll this for now. As a thrown weapon. Because I can have that ring with it. Though, I do also have Rain Dance right now. I took all the stuff.
What path lies before me?
We gotta move on with some stuff, but before we actually do that... We're gonna go talk to a couple people, do a little bit of camping. They do it pretty quick, but they set up, Canon's grave up here.
Here lies Canon. He gave his life defending others. He will be missed.
I just do want to know what's all through these things, but... There's no, like, time of day thing, so you'd have to do it when they wander away, I suppose, but...
Aradin's back with his tail between his legs. I'm glad for your help, but I'd hoped you were Halsin. Yeah, when he ran off with the druid that saved our hides the first time. Without Halsin, this grove's not so friendly, I'll tell you that.
Something's on my mind.
Glad you made it inside. Doubt we'll be safe here for long, though. There'll be more coming. Goblins hunting packs. Maybe, but we're not fighters. If they broke through, it'd be a massacre. The sooner we leave for Baldur's Gate, the better. If the road was clear, 10 days walk, maybe? But while the goblins are out there, it might as well be the other side of the world. Like we're being watched. What's next?
Glad you were here for those goblins. Picked one off yesterday myself. Shot her through the throat. Well, that should have killed her, but... she kept gasping. Clawing at the arrow. I had the same thought. And it's just going to keep happening.
A better position. Leave no trace.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Swift and lethal.
Let's find some prey.
Let's have a look.
I had to give her.
should speak up.
You have good timing. Never been much of a fighter, so wrestling a bugbear would have gone poorly. But you're not here for heroics, are you? Avernus's stench is all over your skin. Let me guess. Your devil mistress sent you to get her soul coin back. Too bad. I earned it, fair and square.
So if you do deception and you succeed, Shadowheart actually gains opinion. I always feel kind of bad.
Care to explain why you reek of the hells? Well, that's quite the story. And I thought I was doomed. Now I feel sorry for you.
Weird that she
Here.
seems kind of skeptical
Take this.
at times,
It's worth
and
a
depending on the
fortune.
dialogue, because she was the
But
one
for fortune's not worth
looking
much if you're dead.
through.
Consider it payment for
Might be
saving
the
my life.
advantage, but
A soul coin, true to its name, holds a mortal soul inside. It serves in the Nine Hells as very valuable currency.
That coin's worth plenty. Don't let a squid get their tentacles on it.
by the way, if you are, I believe, a noble background, your first one of that gives you a inspiration.
Peer through the telescope. You see a dragon circling like a bird of prey, hunting. The telescope points to the left.
We can look at where we started.
The telescope points to the right.
And you can come in here and look at what I assume is the Blighted Village. And you don't learn all that much, but, you know, you can.
Never wanted the easy path.
You probably could sneak up on the assassin, but I never much care. It's one bugbear, and you get surprised on it, you can drop him pretty quick here. Now we begin the why do you need to have speak with animals? Because it's so much more fun.
Get out!
The squirrel lunges at your foot and bites it.
You barged in without an invitation. I wouldn't call that friendly. See, you're in my territory, and I want you gone.
What if that just skips it? No, we got guidance and advantage.
How about this? You can stay if you keep those ugly feet on the ground.
I'll even sweeten the pot. Found some weird smelling stuff on the ground. You can keep it, but...
These trees are mine. Follow the rules and I won't have to intervene. Got it?
I don't know why it doesn't put it away, but there you go. Now, before we move on, because I am, I think, mostly out of spells. We'll start with talking to people. So you can, and this is kind of the weird part, you come to your camp, and it changes based on where you do it, and sometimes you find stuff while you loot. Not often, but like, you know. I mean, technically, it's worth something, so. More likely if you want to... Water barrel. Suppose that would have its uses too. But you could literally just pick up items that are that sort of around, you know? You can get a bucket. You can, you know, you won't sell it for 10, but, you know, technically worth some... Is it just storage for Gale? I mean, I'll take it. Gale, I thank you for your donation.
Be with you in a moment. Indulging in a spot of vanity. Handsome devil, aren't I? Be that as it may. Ceramorphosis. What does it make you think of? Spot on. Day 1, fever and memory loss. Day 2, hallucinations and graying skin. Day 3, hair loss and blood leaking from all orifices. Need to go on?
No, I'm good.
My point is this. Our orifices remain blissfully unblooded, our heads remain clear, and our blood temperature normal. Any expert will agree this is abnormal. I'll toast to that. The pragmatic in me, however, sees only the silence before the storm. Something to sleep on. We should get some rest. You're not versed in magic, are you? Oh, I do apologize. I meant to ask, are you studied in magic? Namely, are you a wizard? Which you are not. If you meet any elder wizards, let me know. There is a matter I'd like to seek advice on from a master.
He is a little bit of an ass. And as weird as... Maybe weird's not the right word. As much as Lae'zel and Astarion and other companions can be a little bit of an ass, I don't know. They bug me less about how they are. I find it endearing that Lae'zel is...
Abominations grow inside us. Our bones should ache. Our mouths should bleed. Yet we thrive. It is madness. Keep your rest short. Time is not our ally.
I mean, she's a Githyanki, so...
Be wary of false promises.
She's kind of programmed this way.
The missing
I don't mean that
druid,
as a joke
Halsin,
for
was
being
it?
a game, I mean...
He may be talented, but only a Githyanki's Zaithis can cleanse an embedded tadpole.
You come from a very martial society that was enslaved by mind flayers, that hate mind flayers, that tend to basically worship, you know, a Lich Queen that's evil, so of course they're going to be kind of evil. They think they're better than everyone. And they just... I mean, how are you not going to be kind of a... you know?
Entirely. I was as devoted to my studies as I was to my training. Each creche contains a Zaithist purification device. So I learned from the writings in the Kalir Library. The library was a gift from Vlaakith herself, that we may gain total understanding. Countless scholars roam the astral sea and beyond, observing the ways of our lessers, exploring planes so distant, order turns to chaos, and cold fires rage. The planes are ever quaking, and their peoples ever shifting. The Githyanki possess an eternity of knowledge. Yet we still collect more. Infinities upon infinities. I expect I am your first. Of course you haven't. They would have cut you from navel to neck. You are no less alien to me than I am to you. I know of your kind, but I do not often encounter them. That large, fleshy nose of yours looks like a mistake. It was an observation, not a compliment. No matter. I do not intend to stay long in this place. I understand much beyond your comprehension. More to the point, I know the cure for our condition. It is imperative we locate a creche. You do well to observe more and question less. Yes, in great detail. It starts with a fever and memory loss. Then you start to hallucinate. Your hair falls out, and you bleed from every orifice. Your bones will change form. Your jaw will split to allow room for 4 great tentacles. All skin will turn to gore and be shed to reveal new flesh underneath. Then you have ceased to exist, and a mind flayer is born. Words forged in steel. May your actions express the same metal. We must find my kind and be rid of the parasite. It's as simple as that. The first symptoms should have long since started, though. That is what puzzles me. Yes, if you give it no further thought. But anomalies lead to surprises. Bad surprises. Besides, what hasn't happened may yet come to pass.
See, I'm down for it. I like her description more than if you go through Gale's. Never actually click on all the items. Is that, you know, that'd be a... That's a weird little hint, huh?
I saw you getting a lecture from our magical friend. I have to say, I thought you'd look worse, but no. Not a tentacle to be seen. Naturally, but I was thinking, what if it doesn't? Of course, first sign of change, and I'll have to stop that pretty little heart of yours. I am open to suggestions. Knives, poison, strangulation, whatever you'd prefer. Well, now you're just being close-minded. There are some lovely ways to go. I've watched urchins freeze to death in the street. It looks peaceful, just like falling asleep. A classic. One good thrust to the heart and you're gone. We need a good blade, of course. Don't want to waste time hacking and prodding with a dinner knife. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. This is all a worst-case scenario, obviously. Oh, my dear. I'd like to see you try. Now, let's get some rest. The sooner we start tomorrow, the better our chances of keeping this hypothetical.
Should have recruited Will. Then I could talk to him, too. Is there anything else I want to... he steals them. I'm going to keep these sorts of things, because this is how you actually would cheese with stealing, is some of these are not the hardest things to steal. Which after I leave this, I can kind of show, as an example, some of the stealing. I do never actually play with this, and I probably should. Never do look what's in them. In case I accidentally loot stuff or something. Okay, I just wanted to know what's in them. I guess take them all, and I will send you to camp. Why not? Let's just send that to camp. Right. It doesn't show up because I'm in camp clothes, so it's kind of making it hard to look at that. I could carry it still. Is it half a pound? It's not too much. I guess if I ever want to equip it to actually get the illusion. You got anything around that? I'll take your mugwort. Thank.
I couldn't help but overhear. Well, alright, I could have helped, but didn't. Anyway, I feel the same. Other than the occasional mental exchange, it's almost as if we're not infected. The voice on the ship told me I'd become a beautiful weapon. What do you think it meant? Whatever they were, those plans were interrupted by the dragons. Either way, we can't take the lack of symptoms for granted. We have to find a healer. Well, I've said my piece. Get some rest.
Something the matter?
There's no story. None that you're entitled to hear, anyway. Just forget you ever saw it. Must we? No harm in a little mystery, don't you think? Thank you. I'm sure we'll get along.
You always gotta
perfectly
poke
well.
and then back off, and she appreciates it.
We've been through quite a lot, with likely more to come. Care to narrow it down a little? Must I? Thinking about it won't help. We know what to do, so let's do it. Find a way to rid ourselves of these things. Personally, I think finding this Halcyon is our best bet. I'm not too hopeful that a Gith Kresh will actually prove our salvation, but worth keeping in mind.
Guess I could have waited because...
I suppose we'd go our separate ways. Not a slight on your company, of course. Perhaps. Perhaps not. If we do survive, we'll have separate lives to return to. I need to get to Baldur's Gate. There's someone waiting for me there. Someone I have to reach. As soon as possible. Thank you. And you're right. It's a delicate matter. Not something for light conversation. I must admit, you've been a surprise. And not an unpleasant one. Kindred spirits are few and far between for me. Besides, you saved my life aboard the Nautiloid. How can I do anything but sing your praises?
One day you'll know that I have a different goddess than you. It'll be kind of funny, hopefully. If you do want to do some stealing. I know people probably leave their party in camp. Your rogue.
I bite. Don't linger.
And he'll regenerate most of the stuff I've stolen off of him, so... They do a really weird way of, the explanation behind it. Or the wording, I guess I should say.
What can we rescue?
You come up. You're in here. Everything will have a difficulty. And my one gripe with this is... very easily click on that. That's the low. Roll target 1. And then it sits here and it shows you the roll a d20. You're going to add 7. If your dice roll plus modifiers is equal to or higher than the target, and that would be the roll target, right? You succeed. I don't think that's worded correctly. Because really what it means is you have to roll a 1. This item is actually a difficulty 8, basically. And it's already factored in your modifiers from dexterity, sleight of hand. Why do I say that? You got this neat little circle here that'll change. And this is actually showing you how difficult it is. So say you want to steal all of his gold. You would think on a roll of 6 or higher, because if your dice roll, if I rolled a 6 plus 7 would be the target, right? But no, I'm going to fail more often than not on this because I have less than half. I actually have to roll a 13. So this should say, if you're going to word it that way, I think it should say roll target 20. You'd have to roll a 13, add 7, and you could steal it. And most of the time, you're going to steal one thing at a time and get out. All these armors, for the most part, have regenerated, not the unique variants. So the hedge armor I'm currently wearing. I could steal this for a higher armor class than the hedge armor. I'm not going to worry about all that right now, but, you know, something that's easy to steal is arrows. The little alchemical ingredients. He'll restock dyes. He'll restock camp supplies and some of the random foods, trap disarms, thieves' tools, most of the arrows. The scrolls, he restocks a bunch, and they kind of change what they are, and I think they change as you level up as well. They'll probably reflect a little bit of, as you get up. Now, this is, I think what you need for potions of animal speaking. Is you're going to need to have acorn truffles that you turn into their little alchemical thing. You mix it with a salt, and you can make animals, potions of animal speaking. So you can get around it, but he'll always have to respawn some of these. And you'll have to buy or sell them. So, not the easiest way of manipulating this, although they're not worth much, because the difficulty is going to be tied to how much they're worth. So, you know, 125 versus 33, difficulty 4, difficulty 7. Acts like a 4, so certain things are super low. They'll just be 1s, 2s, 3s. So most of the alchemical ingredients, pretty easy. This is harder because it has a stack of 8. But you can very easily come in here, steal the things worth very, very low, even the weapons you give him. So, because value 1, you can just, you gotta literally roll a 1 to fail, to get the crit fail. Other than that, you'll just steal them all. So, as an example, if I want the alchemical ingredients, like that, I've succeeded. And then when you want to get out of here,
This way.
and they will wander. If he finds anyone in your party, he yells at you for stealing. So they'll wander around. I go about here. They are far enough away that he will not wander up that far no matter what. He goes, he wanders. Then he will click back into place. And just like that, you've successfully stolen. So you could just go, okay, here you go, alchemical, boom. And you can just do that over and over again. The thing is, if you're going to save scum, you can steal just about everything, and it doesn't matter. If you're not going to save scum, you're probably going to have to,
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. These boots have seen everything.
You're going to have to limit yourself to the really small stuff. See?
Need anything else?
And it's like he doesn't know.
Of course, but please, remember, you're not the only one in need.
So, if you were going to save scum it, you could steal just about everything. The reason I have, come here, stuff like these is, this is a high difficulty. If it's under 200, you can probably get it under a 50-50 chance. So, I could just go and sell, say, all these things. Probably get 200 gold off him, shrink the pile, and then a lot of the stones will be like 4 or 5 difficulty. Not impossible to be able to steal them back. And then you could just sell them again. You can also give them to him for free for the attitude boost, so that you sell things for more and things are cheaper to buy, and you can just kind of cycle through. If you don't think you'd have a very good chance of stealing, like, because you have to steal stacks. So you have to steal all 5 trap disarms, I'm pretty sure. Because there's 5 of them. The value's really high, just like having the pile of gold. These are probably the hardest, along with 3 scrolls of Revivify and the money he starts with, and the tools. Everything else is basically doable. They'll be like 1 to 5. That might be a 6 or so for the potions of healing, but they're not that hard. So anything you don't really want to give up, you can just steal back. And it's funny as hell.
So
Do I want to talk to people or go do my other stuff first? I'm going to go do my other stuff first. So, first off,
Amicus animalis.
Flacketh's will be done.
Wisdom for some
No
perception.
one stopped me yet.
A long way to go still.
All right, what now?
Your explanation is stealing. We don't steal from, say, the vendors down here. So there's a lot of people around, so it's harder. You can technically steal from Damon. It is a pain in the butt. There's like a very specific place you have to stand. You have to wait till he's somewhere, crouch, no one sees you, and then you can steal from him, and you gotta get out of there. I think your best bet is just steal like the alchemical regions and maybe scrolls and arrows, because, you know, like I'm only gonna find so many things out in the world here. Guys, can someone...
That might be worth a look.
Anyone can use scrolls, so I should probably divvy them up at some point. I figure I'm the least useful in physical combat of any type.
That's curious.
There are a lot of ways in here. Is one of them.
Might be useful.
You're both twice as tall as me, but have half the bloody backbone!
But we don't know what that thing even is. And what about the crypt?
I'm telling you, it's a ship. And the crypt can wait. Mari and Barton have been trying to break in for days. Now we... Stop! Got ourselves competition already. That's our ship.
So, you do have to pass a check if you don't want to kill them. And I know technically they're basically bandits, but we're going to do deception.
Well...
Shadowheart approves.
In that case, come on you lot. No point in getting killed. Second worm gets the cheese and all.
Second mouse gets the cheese, no?
Nobody's getting any damn cheese! Now move it!
It would have been quicker to kill them.
Would it have been quicker to kill them?
Text is too faded. Doesn't tell me who was worshipped here.
So, we've shown that you can get in here. You can technically pick the door down earlier in the beach. That's number 2 way in. You can go and shoot this down. Third way in. You can also do that, and it'll basically take out the 2 people standing here. So if you're going to kill them, I believe Lae'zel approves of, you can just do that, start combat. You only gotta fight 2 of them. if you really wanted to min-max the crap out of it, you could probably put Astarion up here hidden, shoot that down, start the combat, have him come up, sneak attack this person down. You probably have to just deal with the one person. They do wander back and forth, so you can probably, maybe time it. Maybe the stone will take all three of them out.
Hiding here.
Already looked at up them. The shovel here, if you haven't gotten one before. Now, I do want to get in by tricking, because this is another place you can...
Everything all right out there?
I like getting the inspirations pretty early. See? For example, I can't do friends here. I could do friends out there, but I can't do friends here. No inspiration for me, huh? Not gonna roll.
And who are you? Probably your trap that did him in. Come through that door and you're getting a knife in the guts.
Let's reload, get the inspiration. Did that really? Why did that? Wasn't expecting that like that. Can you? Sorry, and you just gotta be able to hit that with fire. Is there no... Yeah, I hope you guys are happy with what you're doing. Most of you are on fire right now. Have fun with that. Okay, it cannot make up its mind. You can go sit the hell down. How about that one? Set yourself on fire. There you go.
What should I do?
Yeah, set yourself on fire. That is a scream. Holy Christ. Woo! Okay.
Where do I go from here? Fall by my hand.
If I hit, I do extra damage.
Need to act fast.
Glad that worked out for you guys. Get the key. Door. Fortunately, you can't talk your way through them, no matter what you want to do. You can't just, hey guys, I'm not here to murder you all. How about we all chill? No, no. No, no. I'm not used to coming in that way and having it go down that way. I feel like usually I get to kind of set up at the door so they can't run in, but oh well, what are you gonna do? The only one that took any damage, huh? I get bark skin, spike growth. Okay, cool. Cool. Take off the cure wounds. Rare of healing, lesser restoration. Enhance ability, blindness, silence, aid. I'm gonna take the lesser ooh. Maybe we get rid of that. I will take those. Luckily, we have another cleric currently in the party. Basically, unless I want to put someone else in the party, I'm going to have 2 of these for right now. Pass without a trace, mirror image. Let's take that off. I took lesser restoration in that. Let's give you spiritual weapon. Do I still want the armor? Or maybe I could have this. In case I mess something up while I'm deciding my level ups. These ones actually matter because they're getting their things. Now, this is where it gets tricky because I am using the bow that gives you spells back, which would go great with his Arcane Trickster thing. But you have Thief, Arcane Trickster, Assassin. Excuse me. Oh. So, you get an additional bonus action. Cool. And you've mastered the art of falling, gain resistance to falling damage. Cool. I don't know if it's really helping what else it does. I think the first time I ever played, I did this, because why not? You get a couple cantrips, you get a couple of spells, you get a little wizard spell in here, and you get Mage Hand. So, I mean, come on, let's be fair. You get a Mage Hand cantrip on him. You can then go and take a couple of cantrips, like Bone Chill and maybe Light, so someone has it. You can come in here and take, like, Tasha's Hideous Laughter and Sleep for crowd control, and then you can come over here and... You want damage, you could have Burning Hands, you could have the Chromatic Orb, Magic Missile, Thunderwave, a Witch Bolt. You could take Grease, knock people down, and then set them on fire, you know, stuff like that. I believe this is actually a ritual. So you can someone has Long Strider, you can Long Strider the party. Pretty nice, in all honesty. But then we've also got this. And these get... I feel like this is just pure damage, because a lot of it's really good. Your deadliest against unprepared enemies. In combat, you have advantage on attack rolls against creatures that haven't taken a turn yet. Okay, if he goes first, he's gonna have advantage. But wait, any successful attack roll against a surprise creature is a crit. And quick as an alley cat in a rain dark city, you immediately restore your action and bonus action at the start of combat. If you got in the one door, you'd ambush the one dude. You kill him. You hit a lever to open the next door. It takes an action and almost always initiates combat because they react to you opening the door. Now, he'd be good at opening the door because you'd use your action, but then, oh wait, immediately restore your action and bonus action, so... no big problems. I think you go between this has some utility to it. This is just pure damage. And the question is, like, I'm not pure damage, so I think I have to be assassin for him to be pure damage. One of us has to be, you know, damaging the crap out of people besides Lae'zel. And again, she's going to have the same thing. Okay, she's got jumping now, because, you know, the whole Yankee race thing. You come here, we've got 3 things. This gets superiority dice and gets to pick from a big ol' list. Get Eldritch Knight. It's kind of similar to the whole Arcane Trickster, but for fighters. Cantrips, spells, wizard spell. You do get Weapon Bond. Weapon can't be knocked out of your hand and it automatically returns to you when thrown. I could give her the ring and the little axe, and she could just sit there chucking the axe, but she's using a giant two-handed flaming sword. So then you have crits are easier. And they can stack the, you know, it reduces it by 1, but this effect can stack. I really think Battle Master is your best bet. There is a whole crap ton of stuff. I don't particularly like this one because you spend an action and a reaction to direct an ally to strike a foe. There's not a lot of people. Why would I not just hit with her? Right now, I'd be using her turn to have someone else make a weapon attack, which could only be Astarion. But if Lae'zel hits, she'd do more. Disarming. Distracting. Distract your target, giving your allies advantage on their next attack roll. Might not be the worst thing. Evasive isn't too bad. You can evade attacks by imposing disadvantage on melee attacks against you for a round. So no good for, you know, the range stuff, but she can, you know, hop into the fray and get the fancy feet going. Fainting attack. You use both your action and bonus action on a turn to attack a target with advantage and deal extra damage. That one's pretty good. Goading attack. You just basically force them to attack you or they get advantage on attacking anyone else. So not too bad. This one is if you smack someone, you know, one of your party members is going to get, you know, half its movement speed and they can move away without getting attacks of opportunity. So get people out of danger. Menacing attack. You know, extra damage, possibly frightened, precision. You just spend superior to die. Add it to the attack roll. I assume the point of this is you're going to get an advantage, which won't boost the thing, but you'll get 2 rolls. But you're using your action and bonus action, whereas this is just spend a die, you know, a d8 added to your attack roll to hit. So you don't get 2 dice, but one gets a boost. And you're not wasting your entire turn. So this is the I definitely want to hit and do some extra damage, but you're just doing the thing. This is just make yourself precision and then probably use an ability that you need to hit. This is hit them and knock them back. This is throw some temporary hit points on someone. I kind of like this one because it's got that utility of also similar to this, trying to keep someone alive, but you can just toss that on someone real quick. Hostile creature misses you with a melee attack. You spend a die and retaliate with a powerful strike that deals an additional d8. Sweeping attack. So same thing as like cleave kind of part. And knock people down. Now, I'm pretty sure we got to take knocking down, and you can do this with both melee and range. Yay. It can't be huge, but knocking people down seems really, really good. I like riposte, I like rally, I like precision, and I like fainting. So we got to pick between those. This is only going to be good against melee. But getting to react a hit with a D8 could be good. Rally, try and keep people. I think this is my utility to keep people alive. So, precision, and then use my abilities. I'm sure there's got to be the ability to... I can probably precision and trip. But a lot of, like, with the two-handed sword, I could precision and then lacerate. Or I could precision and something else, you know? Or you just spend your turn. Get an advantage, do an extra damage. Absolutely try to lay the smack down in one, or just make sure something hits. I guess I gotta do precision.
Anything of use?
Honestly, would much rather not. But see, clever. This door's normally closed. So you'd be out here, because you'd get in there. Just to do it. But you'd come in here, you'd fight this one dude. Then you wouldn't have to take on everyone.
I feel a presence here. A power. The patron god of this place?
Whoever that even is. No impact symbols here, no dedications, nothing.
Ancient, indecipherable text covers the plaque.
A dead tongue. Whoever worshipped here must be long gone.
This is your first place as well, to get a whole bunch of stuff to give for money or to give to make vendors like you. Is it worthwhile to make vendors like you? I don't know. It's kind of up in the air, because you could just be getting money while you're doing that.
Maybe I need more pockets.
I think it's basically worthwhile to get at least one person in the place up. Like I said, if you're going to be doing some stealing... Don't worry, I will more than likely have to pass most of the stuff off to other people as we go through, because I'm not going to be able to, A lot of times strength is my stat because I'm usually a caster at some point. But since I made it a 10, I can carry a little bit more, but it's not going to get me very far, is it? For the chalet spell that I never get to use, if you do want an easy club, torch. Lit torch does fire damage, and it is a club, and you could cast the chalet on it, and all that fun stuff. I'm gonna send over some weaponry and stuff to you, because you can carry a bunch of stuff. Well, you can also chalet the Rain Dancer as well for a little extra damage too, so. This is a trade-off of grabbing everything that's not nailed down. Let me see if any books do anything. Click, click, click. This is on the Lady of Loss, aka Shar. I wonder if she's relevant in any sort of way. They give up their memory, their friends, their family, do-do-do-do-do. They go through it. Kellenvor feels bad but can't do anything because this cleric of the Lady of Loss has one lesson to learn. One more lesson to learn. That not of forgetting, but being forgotten. Basically, in becoming the perfect cleric of Shar, she gets left behind and forgotten by Shar because you need to learn the lesson of getting screwed over by your goddess. Crap you not, that is literally what it is. That has got to be both the funny and saddest part of being a priestess of Shar, is literally your goddess is like, yep, you have been a very good follower of mine. Now, in order to teach you a final lesson, I gotta screw you over. And our first portrait, I'm gonna try and collect portraits. More so than I'm just trying to collect every book. I'll never know if I get every single book. But portraits, I see a portrait, I'm figuring that out. I can tell you that. I also have just enough OCD in me that I want to turn on all the things that have fire. Most of the vases don't have anything. This thing always has this. I don't know if there's anything to use this on. It's an ancient scroll. It's worth 14. No idea. Looted everyone, I think. You can pick up the torch. And the thieves' tools. Here's a little locked door. And in case you didn't have enough books,
inside.
this place also does teach you another lesson if you don't have dark vision. Say on Lizelle. All these things being lit really does change how much you can see. So you do really learn like what it's like to not have dark vision and be anywhere dark in this game.
Recognize the language on the plaque.
something over there.
Yeah, I wonder what that could have done.
Light on my feet.
Like I said, just crazy enough. I want to light everything.
Let's see.
You can, if you're really feeling saucy. Like, you loot those, you can just pick up the jug. Pretty sure they are heavy as... Well, no, they're not really heavy.
This place wasn't built for the living. Something good here, I hope.
So, this makes you think, like, you should be a rogue or something. Oh my god, traps. Traps everywhere. Little button there. And save just in case, because why not. But you can literally just do this. Doesn't matter who does this. You just open.
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
She fell. Okay, she... Yeah, we're not in turn-based mode anymore. And I don't even think they'll find all the other traps now. Because they're turned off, but all these are also traps. And because you turned it off...
More for me.
None of it actually matters anymore. I guess I do still find some of them. Here's our front door on the beach. I don't care because we don't have a particular reason to waste thieves' tools on it.
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
The text on the plaque is a mystery to you.
Trap. Be cautious.
None of these are trapped, by the way. All the side things you can technically loot without the trap being disabled or whatnot. They don't set it off. Only the one in the middle does. Even basic ring mail is technically a little bit better for me. You have a great axe. Now, the thing is...
What's next?
They're even. The trade-off is you change their abilities. So, that's Promise. If you miss, the wielder gets a next attack roll, gets True Strike. And you trade that for Tenacity. You would lose Tenacity. Which when you miss, you still do a damage. You get Rush Attack. You lose Heartstopper and Concussive Smash. For an uncommon weapon, I gotta say, this is just pretty much the same thing. I mean, you can throw it. So there's that. I could, you know, mix that with the ring I have too. I could throw it. I just don't know if... I mean, the True Strike is kind of good. I only ever feel kind of bad because you lose these. Possibly you lose an action. Dazed things are, let's say it. Disadvantage on wisdom saving throws, can't take reactions, loses dexterity bonus to their armor class. And we'll probably still equip this for you. Just for the True Strike, the Death's Promise. So.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Tell you what, do a little sortie sort. This is like the antithesis to like Astarion being a rogue, is I'm literally lighting up everything. Which would make it, like if he were trying to sneak, whew, he'd be making his life harder.
Armed scribes, but no sign of a struggle.
I wonder what was so subversive about their words that they commanded protection.
What's in here? Here goes nothing.
If you really want to be a little anal retentive, by the way. What, did you think it was just candles on the ground? You can light all of them except there's one hanging right here. You can't target that one. So, even though you hit it, nothing.
Still breathing, despite everything. Can't slow down.
I'm still probably going to light the ones on the ground and things I see, but this is where we get a little...
Open up. Cursed to put my hands on everything.
Cursed to put my hands on everything. There are candles along the railings. I do want someone to pass this.
Jurgle. This must be ancient. No one worships the final scribe anymore.
Man.
The inscription is in a language.
I figure Astarion was the one that passed it. That's the rarest one to me. I come in here with these people all the time, and it's only once out of the many times I've been in here has he ever been the one that's like, Jurgle. Makes more sense from, like, Shadowheart, you know, the cleric, so why wouldn't she kind of pick up on it or something? Lighting still, but have a candle. Candle. A candle. Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy. He's got a key, but I like passing checks, and I think the key is for in here. So, part of the fun of this is constantly having more rolls.
What's next, I wonder?
You can't reach that one. There you go.
Let's move.
Lit.
Better not be cursed. With haste. Looks like someone wanted to bury their secrets.
This one I want to do.
This book is far lighter than it should be with such a massive lock.
Usually just do Arcana, go figuring. 4, 3. I'm actually better with the... I'm actually better because I'm proficient, huh? This is just straight wisdom. Yeah, screw it. That's what I am. Let's try it. I could owls.
As the lock opens, a loose page comes with it. Magic pulses from the parchment. What was once script is now an obliterated scrawl. You have a sense these are names, a list. But of what?
I like passing this. So. I'll cheat if I have to. We're not doing another one, I don't think.
Gods. These are the names of gods.
Will I
Once
pass the
lost,
last
but
one?
now restored after the second sundering.
We have another check.
The last 3 names in this book sit close
Ah,
together,
the one I suck at
but
is
are so
investigation.
devastated
Nice.
by the scroll as to be unreadable.
Oh, that's 3
Entire
names.
pantheons have dwindled.
Only there were
and
3
been
gods in the
reborn,
lore that would
silently
be grouped
recorded
together.
by
It's
this
so
book.
weird. And? Oh, because, wait. Why did I get Sage? Usually you get the Acolyte one for her. You get Sage and Acolyte. And a little scroll of that. So now we have, I believe, 3. She's got hers. We missed out on his. He would have gotten it for talking our way in to the, we'd have gotten by that second door. Hey. Where's the fun in that when you can channel open a lock? Half of these go out, by the way. All these things I've lit, they're gonna go out.
Something over there.
What a day. On tippy toes, silent as the grave.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
Sorry, I was trying to have you stand in a specific spot. More than likely, they'll see me. You could run in the room. There's no fun in that.
Hell. Something just woke up down here.
Let them come. The darkness can be to our advantage.
He will shoot. Or cast silence. Ow.
With finesse.
I doubt he'll hide, but we'll try.
Still breathing, despite everything.
They will dash. So they don't matter. Okay, he might not dash. How about you sit the hell down?
Focus. On the move.
Time to move.
Come on, can't stay idle. Another day, another fight. Breathe deep and move.
They love their silence, man. And to be honest, it doesn't matter. They put so much freaking effort into silencing. It's so amazing that they waste their time on this.
Can't give up. Not now.
They didn't want to surrender their valuables, even after death.
Fools. Rising from the dead just to protect
Seeing a
some
bunch of
dusty
things
old
run out.
boots.
Even though I looted most of these. More gold.
A lot of effort to hide one sarcophagus.
Most important thing. Speak with dead. Just like that, I can talk to animals, I can talk to the dead. A whole bunch of extra little interactions are now added in.
Here lies the guardian of tombs. Through knowledge comes atonement.
So he has spoken, and so thou standest before me. Right, as always. What a curious way to awaken. Now, I have a question for thee. What is the worth of a single mortal's life? Curiosity. Nothing more. Wilt thou answer my question? So, I ask again, what is the worth of a single mortal life?
I was kind of hoping for a cleric answer, but... infinite value.
And thus, balance is achieved. If all are at war, none can win. Very well. I am satisfied. We have met, and I know thy face. We will see each other again at the proper time and place. Farewell.
You walk out of here. 3 new coins. Oh, flail work. Attack, do damage. It's just kind of basically the same thing as Morning Star. Now, see, he has a pretty great introduction, whatever, yeah. But there's stop walking away from me.
We have nothing more to discuss. Continue on thy way, as if I were not here. I must attend this place after so many years away. We will see each other again soon. The mechanics of fate would be difficult to explain to one such as thyself. Regardless, it will occur.
So ominous. So ominous. I love it. And then I get to be mildly disappointed. I don't really need to do this, but I will. And thus, we are camping in a new place. Cool. Man, I wonder when I'll see him again.
We meet again, as predicted.
But you're way too ominous to have shown up 5 seconds later.
For whenever thou hast need of my services. Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits akin to thine own, ensnared by the treacherous cult of the Absolute, felled in its name. They bear great discontentment with their destiny. For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking. Most willingly, forsooth. Their passions doth run deep for what hath been wrought upon them. Suspicion always haunts the guilty mind. My services are all that I can proffer thee. What thou wilt do with them is for thee to undertake. Should thou or any of thy compatriots perish, I will cleave soul to body once more. A matter of coin.
And just like that, you've got Withers. Unfortunately, all these books don't really have much. But you know what, Withers? It's too dark in here, man. There you go. You can still look. There are things worth money to loot.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
Yeah, no offense, I mean, some of them, this is worth something. Like, not all of them, but... Now, I wish you could face the ornamental piano while sitting on this. You cannot. I also wish when you play a bard, you could actually play the piano. You cannot. Minor gripes. Minor gripes. Like, that's not a... It's not a dig on the game. It's just like, oh man, how cool would it have been if you just started freaking... You're a bard and you just start absolutely rocking that thing. That'd just be hilarious.
Speak.
Anything new? Probably not. I haven't really done a lot story-wise.
You don't rest well, flitting between dreams and nightmares.
No, I didn't get to go find the boar.
Maybe you break your meditation because you know something is wrong. Or maybe you just get lucky.
Shit.
Such a great delivery. Shit.
No, it's not what it looks like. I swear. I wasn't going to hurt you. I just needed, well, blood.
There, in the dim firelight, you see him for what he really is. A vampire, a slave to sanguine hunger.
I've never killed anyone. Well, not for food. I feed on animals. Boars. Deer. Kobolds. Whatever I can get. But it's not enough. Not if I have to fight. I feel so... weak. If I just had a little blood, I could think clearer. Fight better. Please.
Should've done more talking.
A strange sensation courses through you, and your companion's mind unfolds, secrets half revealed.
I never do this. It always, if you do this to people, it always pisses them off.
At best, I was sure you'd say no. More likely, you'd ram a stake through my ribs.
Learn that from, say, Gale.
I needed you to
They're not
trust
fans
me.
of you forcing information out of them.
You can trust me. Thank you. Do you think you could trust me just a little further? I only need a taste. I swear. Really? Of course. Not one drop more. Let's make ourselves comfortable, shall we?
It's like a shard of ice into your neck, a quick, sharp pain that fades to throbbing numbness. Your breath catches, your pulse quickens.
Would I really have slept through this, by the way? It just seems like a lot to think. Oh yeah, you'd totally sleep through this.
Hmm? Oh, of course. That was amazing. My mind is finally clear. I feel strong. I feel happy. Shouldn't take long. So many people need killing. Now, if you'll excuse me, you're invigorating, but I need something more filling. This is a gift, you know. I won't forget it.
You watch as he stalks off, stronger, more confident, ready to hunt.
And now I've inherited Bloodless. But he's happy, so he gets the pluses, I get the minuses.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Good morning. How do you feel? It'll pass. Just be glad I'm not a true vampire. A bite from them and you might wake up as a vampire spawn. Like my good self. All of a vampire's hunger, but few of their powers. Oh no. I should be cinders in this light. I hadn't seen the sun for 200 years before we crashed here. Someone, or something, wants me alive. They've changed the rules. Standing in the sun, wading through a river, wandering into homes without an invitation. They're all perfectly mundane activities now. As for my other quirks, well, we can figure those out in time. Oh, you're such a sweetheart. I'm just glad you're being sensible about these revelations. I was worried people might turn up with torches and pitchforks. Although there's still time.
A vampire among us? So be it. But should I wake with so much as a drop of blood on my neck, I will end him.
I'd just better not wake in the night to find fangs at my throat.
Quite the opposite. I'm here in the spirit of openness and honesty, to work together as a team.
Fine. He stays till he's no longer of use. Besides, my flesh is not so easily tasted.
Unless, of course, I have offered it.
There now. We're all friends again. Shall we go? There's a long day ahead of us. Don't touch me.
And that's how you get his relationship off to a big jump start.
Will ever believe this.
Well, hello. What can I do for you? What's to tell? I was sired by a vampire named Cazador. Everything before that is so long ago it's ancient history. And everything that came after, well, I'd rather not reflect on it. I was a magistrate, working to keep the peace in Baldur's Gate, imprisoning troublemakers, that kind of thing. I can't remember much, truth be told. Centuries of torment will do that to you. I was attacked. A gang of vagrants, a tribe of wandering Gur, took issue with a ruling I'd made. They beat me to death's door when Cazador appeared. He chased them off and offered to save me, to give me eternal life. Given that my choices were eternal life or bleed to death on the street, I took him up on the offer. It was only afterwards I realized just how long eternity could be. Why do you insist on exhuming the past? I was a slave. A vampire spawn. Kept by the Tsar family. Perhaps I still am. I was never able to resist their commands. But now, I've been conveniently lost. They won't ever control me again. It's simple. Just find a vampire that will drink your blood and turn you into a vampire spawn. Their obedient puppet. In theory, the next step is to drink their blood. Once you've done that, you're free and a true vampire. People think the biggest threat to a vampire is a cleric with a stake. It's not. The biggest threat to a vampire is another vampire. They're scheming, paranoid, power-hungry beasts. So why would any vampire give up control over a spawn to create a competitor? Trust me, it doesn't happen. I've already apologized. What more do you want? Unless you're looking for another nibble. Maybe. But there won't be any more midnight surprises. I can promise you that.
That it?
Need something?
Alright.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Get other people's reactions, maybe.
Something the matter?
Go ahead. I'm listening. We all have our burdens, one way or the other.
Super in-depth, Gale.
Let's see. I hail from Waterdeep, City of Splendors. I am a wizard of considerable acclaim and scholar of exceptional accomplishment. I have a cat, a library, and a weakness for a good glass of wine. And if the mood takes me, I'm known to try my hand at poetry. There. Didn't that paint enough of a picture?
Speak.
Gale is the only one that reacts to him being a vampire. Okay. Sometimes I forget to do those kinds of things and actually check, but now I get -1 to everything.
Bet that will fit in my pack.
Might as well, right? Go double check if Lae'zel's got anything down here. Fuck it. Okay, I guess that's about it for that one. Your other way out. But something kind of fun you can do now. Valid target. You know who's not an invalid target? There's a lot of invalid targets, unfortunately.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Ellie, fisherwoman, Ultra. No, upriver, too far.
And they will glow like that one. So hit this one, for example, you can recast it, but nothing to be gained there. Come over to this one. Positive here is if you manage to use it in the day,
The
then
corpse regards you.
it'll glow, so you'll be able to see where you'll find it.
Woman, beautiful. Couldn't look away. Went west. Others followed. Couldn't help themselves. Elf ran north, up the beach. Marcus, fishing. Brains didn't see him coming.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
You get 5 questions. I get an inspiration from that. Okay. Fortunately, as much as you think certain bodies could work, because it doesn't look like he's too destroyed. I mean, maybe. Like, he seems intact, right? There's all these bodies, none of them glow. As much as you'd like to keep it going forever, it does not.
I'll be keeping an eye on you. Understand?
If I choose to kill you, you will not even see it.
You can try it on them, but
The corpse remains silent.
so basically, if it's active, you just look for glowing, and if it doesn't glow, oh well. Even though those bodies stick around, can't really do much with them.
Very well. This place is a bloody death trap, not a sanctuary. You should clear off while you can.
I am not grumpy. Children! Down on your
The
face.
Blade of Frontiers. What a thrill for the children.
They're tough kids. Smart, too. The future's in good hands.
Oh, I should.
Look where city be found. Assume nothing.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Go on. Give me a best shot. Not bad. Again.
I can't do it. I'm not like you.
Umi, I don't need you to be like me. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you. You can do this.
You're on the right path, Umi. Go on now. Practice what you've learned. Well met. The Blade of Frontiers at your...
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts become yours. You are the Blade of Frontiers racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held.
Hell's great fires. You were on the ship. Doomed to shed our skin and become a lithid, or so the stories go. But we haven't sprouted any tentacles. Not yet, anyway. Could just be good luck. I'm not so...
Your minds collide once more. Will chases the fiend ignited with rancor. She is an infernal war devil. A threat to the living. Evil incarnate.
Shit! You saw her. Advocatus Diaboli.
Advocatus Diaboli. A devil's advocate. A champion in the blood war between diabolical forces and demons.
Her name is Karlach, an archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill.
I tracked her through the hells to the Mind Flayer ship, but the damned Illithids infected me before I could end her.
She's out there now, preying on the innocent. I don't kill her, she'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses. Just so you know, my first duty is Karlach. I'm oath-bound to go after her. But I won't deny this infection is bothersome. I accept your invitation. You'll need to make room if you want to partner up, though. Still, when the time comes, call for the blade. I won't be long to answer. A splendid plan. We'll talk more there.
I saw you at the gates. You fight well. A few words for the kids? Spare a story or two. Thanks. I prefer when they smile.
Depends. How many people are dumb enough to ask?
True.
Step, parry, strike, damn it! It's just not landing. Nothing but. Goblins in the wild, out for blood, and the druids in here looking to kick us out. Or worse. We need to be ready for a fight. But I'm useless with a sword. He was only a boy. And I just froze while the wall tore his head clean off. Never again. You're right.
Bravo.
I need to clear my head.
Bravo.
And step, parry, step, step, swing. Yes! You really know what you're doing. Found this by the road. Bet you'll put it to good use. Oh, yes. I'll bite my tongue when the time comes. Hopefully, it's just the goblins we have to worry about. The druids are treating us like vermin. But I'll keep at it. Thank you. Swing and swivel.
And I'm already maxed out, so I'm totally getting inspirations I can't use.
One more time.
Oh, what'd I do for some salt?
Alright, let's piss off one of our companions to make the other one happy.
I have something to ask.
By Mordai's eyes. Another one. My friend's blood not enough. Come to rip me open too.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Is this monster with you?
Lower.
You saw another gith. Where?
On the road to Baldur's Gate, near the mountain pass. Saw us, for we saw it. Jammed its blade through Yul's belly. Straight to the other side.
No twisting. Kin must have been in a hurry. The map. Show me. Up. You can keep your innards.
Oh, you're not going to eviscerate him? I was hoping for a show.
Cool your blood. I'll indulge you soon enough.
Swing. Parry. Swing. Excellent. God.
The locals prove compliant. A useful trait.
I warned you, didn't I? You ought to reconsider keeping her around before she causes real trouble.
Okay, I'm curious about that.
Cold? Soon you will be vomiting blood and tearing apart your own flesh.
When the tentacles sprout from your lips, will you still cry that I was cold?
Then I needn't make it again. The T-sling was clear. If there are Githyanki west of here, that must be our objective. Purification cannot wait.
So Shadowheart approves, they both disapprove. But she doesn't react to the fact that I'm spouting something more... I guess I didn't say I was a cleric of Saloon.
You will educate me on matters of this Fey run. The Kresh holds the Zaithisk. It will cleanse us of the parasite. By covenant, I can say no more.
What am I to do?
Neutral.
Well, hello.
Still doing good.
Enough waiting.
And she gained a bunch because I allowed her to be an asshole. So, one of those things that if you... That's like her drinking blood equivalent, you know? She gets to be a little bit of a jerk and do things her way, and she's happy with it.
Right, what's hiding here?
Water. My dagger.
Die if I had to roll the reeking of this place. Burn them.
Time to press ahead.
Keep a blade close.
No, I didn't want... Lae'zel, you're in my way.
Swing and swivel and wait. Now lunge.
Very quiet.
We will be back for that in a second.
can't keep the goblins out forever. This is no fortress. No warriors. Very smart.
What's up for discussion?
Damn goblins!
Like the sight of blood, do you? Thought you'd have had your fill at the gate. Might be more blood spilled yet, if Zevlor starts in on the lectures again. Well, finally. Someone who ain't got horns where their good sense should be. We expected a soft job. Something to test the new lad, maybe, but not a bloody goblin nest. Most would have turned tail at the sight, but not Liam, no. He charged him, the stupid bastard. Nah. He must have thought we were following. Always the optimist was Liam. Hope they cut him down quick before he saw we were gone. Small mercies.
Good to be back behind the walls, have to say. For as long as that lasts.
And stealing?
Don't make me urge you,
So he
boy.
actually does steal?
Too late! Looking at you is painful enough.
Reeking of this place. I'll never get the smell out of my clothes. I'll have to burn them.
No traps, please.
If it ain't the fearless goblin slayer, you sure you want to be seen with me? I ain't exactly popular with this lot. Half my crew are full of holes. Now I'm gonna take the blame for leading the goblins here, and losing track of the bloody druid. Alcin. He's a leader around these parts. Or was. We've got a contract to track down some relic, and he wanted in on the job. Eyes lit up when he heard about it. Didn't work out, though. Goblins got him when we were turning tail. He's either digging latrines or boiling in a cookpot by now. Job's all yours, if you got a death wish. There's a wizard in Baldur's Gate that'll pay gobloads for a relic, supposedly buried round these parts. But gold ain't any use if you're too cold to spend it. If I knew that, I wouldn't be back here, with half my crew gone. But look, if you're itching to meet Kellenvor, I won't stop you. It's called the Night Song. Supposed to be hidden under the temple where the goblins jumped us. I'd give you the map and wish you a happy funeral, but my mate Brian kept hold of it like his own todger. Goblins made sure to the fat old chunk. All I've got's the contract. It'll show you where we turn back, if you feel like dying. Don't thank me. I'll be well on my way to Baldur's Gate when you die.
I already told you I don't have it! How stupid are you?
How long until Ronan shows off his thunder wave?
Depends. How many people are
We're going through all the books. I don't even know.
True.
And we'll have a dog, right?
They don't allow them in Baldur's Gate. Cats, though?
A little orange cat. And a house with a little door so that it can come and go as it pleases.
And a high fence to keep eavesdroppers out. Thanks. I suppose we'll all need it.
What about you? Big plans for when you get to the city? I think I've heard of that place. Something about a stuffed dragon's head in one of the dining rooms. It's settled, Dennis. You, me, and the Elf Song Tavern first thing when we arrive. If we see you there, we'll get you a pint. For your finder's fee.
I like them.
Let's see what this does.
Get back, kid.
I already told you I don't have it! How stupid are you?
What will we do for work when we get to the city?
Whatever we want.
I think I'd make a fine teacher. Or a baker. Or a butcher.
A butcher? Really?
Sure. Blood excites me.
Right.
I miss my forge. Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear, just ask. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel. Of sorts. Used to be a bread and butter tinsmith before Elturel fell into Avernus. These days my talents are more eclectic. Learned a lot in my time in the Hells. Hope to forget most of it. But between you and me, there's nothing in all the realms like the utter power of infernal machinery. Alas, my offerings are far more humble these days.
How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave?
Depends. How many people are dumb enough to ask?
True.
You lot. I know you have it.
Touch me and I'll bite your fingers off. I will.
I'd die if I met Eroican reeking of this place. I'll never get the smell out of my clothes. I'll have to burn them.
This is why I pick up everything, because most of it doesn't matter. Now,
Get back, kid.
I already told you I don't have it. How stupid are you?
Don't be grumpy, Roland. We'll get to the city soon.
I am not grumpy.
Scowl on your face will frighten a troll.
You're an idiot.
Down you lot. I know you have it.
Touch me and I'll bite your fingers off. I will.
How long until Roland shows
it's so
off
close, but anything I give him, I can't get back.
Depends. How many people are dumb enough to ask?
95.
True.
Water can be used for stuff. 95. Damn. Okay. There's not much difference in those, are there? 100. Okay, so now everything's as cheap as it could possibly be. Because I'm not going to be able to steal from him. I'll be able to steal from the other guy. You want to get money and scrolls and stuff really cheap, you can do that. This will be about as cheap as I can get for anything here. So if you want to end up getting some arrows, we can get different armors. Right now I'm adding dexterity, but I could have constitution. I might get that.
This place. I'll never get the smell out of my clothes.
Probably another helmet on the other dude I can just steal, so that doesn't matter. Arrows, arrows, arrows. A spear +1. Light crossbow. Javelin. We have the hunting. This one does have the hunter's mark. And you get advantage on monstrosities. That's not the worst thing. Hand crossbow, greatsword, glaive. Usually just +1s. All these are just basic +1s. The shield, however, we're gonna want. Someone can use that. And I probably want the hunters. And I probably want the light crossbow.
Don't be grumpy, Roland.
Someone's gonna be able to use that.
I am not grumpy. Scowl on your face would frighten a troll. You're an idiot.
Hells take me. What I wouldn't do for better tools.
Get back, kid. I already told you I don't have it. How stupid
Yeah.
are you?
This is an equivalency. But you get a saving throw on it. I'm gonna move things over so I can keep track of what I'm doing here. I'm using this. You're using a light crossbow, light crossbow, light crossbow. So someone can have this one and someone can have this.
How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave?
Depends. How many people are dumb enough to ask?
The light crossbow will do more damage.
True.
I think for right now we say that.
Now you have it. Touch me and I'll bite your fingers off. I will.
You hit it with a weapon attack. Okay. Guys, I want you dealing as much damage. I should almost give you the light crossbow. But I give her the hunters.
Get back, kid. I already told you I don't have it. How stupid are you?
Maybe we should do it like that. Because he's going to be doing pure damage. She can mark something and shoot it. Get advantage. She's probably slightly better than I'm going to be with that. I do want to keep one of these, so I'm just going to send you to camp so I don't have to carry you. Those are lit, so they're doing their thing. Oh, helmet.
Touch me and I'll bite your fingers off. I will.
Don't be grumpy, Roland. We'll get to the city soon.
I am not grumpy. Scowl on your face would frighten a troll. You're an idiot.
Get back, kid. I already told you I don't have it. How stupid are you?
How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave?
Depends. How many people are dumb enough to ask?
True. Looking for steel? Well, something close.
Touch me and I'll bite
Get some money back.
Stay back, or else.
Nothing's wrong. Just get back. Ow! Oh, my tooth. It's the front one. I chipped it on the evil thing. In the box. Follow me, I'll show you.
Bouncy, 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 bouncy. I'll do that mouse in a sec.
You! Saw you fighting those slimy bastards. Fancy a bowl? Best to fill your belly now, while we still can. Look, it ain't much, but it might make all the difference. The only way we'll make it to Baldur's Gate is to run, and run hard. If a gnoll catches your scent, you'll need every bit of strength. Trust me. What'd I do for some salt?
Funny enough, you can use it as a healing item. So I always find that funny because it's not like everything works that way. You can totally use that as a healing item if you want, instead of a potion.
Ah, if it isn't the talk of the camp. Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh! There isn't a bit of colour in those cheeks, Petal. Are you hurt? Cold? Feverish? Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore. Oh, nothing as fancy as that. But I come from a long line of women with a dab hand at such things. Aha! You take a sup at that and you'll feel right as rain, sweetie. Well, that depends. What's wrong, lovey? Oh, I've seen it all. I once had a fella who'd been caught dabbling with a dryad. The wife was none too pleased and introduced him to a pot of boiling oil. But worry not. I fixed him up, and depending on the lighting, he looks good as new. My point is, whatever ails you, I promise I've seen worse.
Something doesn't add up about this one. Don't tell her anything.
What is it, Petal?
Oh, I like when Astarion responds. He has the best one to her. Oh, he's like, oh, she sounds absolutely demented. Let's tell her everything.
As you recount your adventure,
He approves. She
Auntie
doesn't.
Ethel nods along, her eyes wide.
You poor pet! My heart goes out to you, truly. I see no sign of a tentacle yet, but that could change in an instant. You need help. Serious help. I've ne'er a potion or lotion here that could do it, but... yes, I may have something at home. I've collected some interesting bits and bobs over the years. You'll have to stop by my house, just at the edge of the forest. Let me mark it on your map. I'll be heading back
Simmer
soon,
down,
so
Auntie
I can
Preston.
meet you there.
Is there a settlement in need of help?
Need anything? I have a few odds and ends for sale. Why bother?
Does have a potion of invisibility, which tends to come with ingredients and stuff, which is always fun. And I assume this is for a monk, for the most part. Do I care? Can't imagine who would use this. I can use staves, but I'm not designed that way, so it doesn't really seem like a thing I would really get to rock. Don't care about those. Do I care about potion invisibility or some elixirs of kill giant strength?
True.
Be careful on the road. I'd hate if something happened to you.
Don't you
Take
like
care,
it?
Becky.
I know you have it.
Touch me and I'll bite your fingers off. I will. It must be time by now.
Get everyone up here.
Only gonna ask you one more time, boy. Hand over my locket.
I don't have your ugly locket. I've never seen it before.
Hand it over or I'll slap the teeth out of your head.
I said I don't have it. Maybe he dropped it running away from those big, scary goblins.
You little split-tongued freak!
What kind of question is that? Why does anyone steal anything? Fine. I had the stupid amulet. Take it.
To impress a girl, most like.
It looked like my mother's, all right? Just take the damn thing and leave me alone.
Keep it, kid. You need it more than me. Poor kid.
Garth, you're a good dude.
Hi. Thanks for stepping between me and the kid. My mum gave me that amulet. But I think she'd be happy knowing the kid has it now. Yeah. I know she would.
Just say I didn't get that interaction the first time.
How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave?
Depends. How many people are dumb enough to ask?
True.
What to bring?
There's a lot of talking involved here.
Stop! This place is off limits. Leave.
You note her grimace of pain. Something is wrong with her legs.
Damn it! Don't look at me like that. You can stay. Just keep your hands to yourself, all right? No need. Should be able to stand soon enough. Once this bloody potion wears off. From the old lady in the cave. The one with the lotions and potions. To her credit, it worked.
I'm as strong as a bugbear. And fearless. Of course she also warned of side effects. Should have listened. Now I'm stuck guarding crates. All right. I guess being fearless won't help if an arrow comes flying right at me. Of all the bloody things to happen.
Ugh, the evil thing's in the chest.
I need a quick word.
The evil thing's gone! Now, where was I?
Now, the sort of tricky thing is, if she's gonna notice me stealing stuff. So, do that. Some poisons. Basically a book, so I want it. I don't know what in here. Book over there. Could go through stuff over here. I don't really think I care.
Does this count as adventuring?
Won't steal the book, but what I will do... Can I get out of the corner, please? Thank you. I'm gonna go read the Druid's Ledger, just in case.
Of all the bloody things to happen.
Vincere est vivere.
My foot. It moved. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, she's gonna...
Your thievery has been noticed.
You didn't notice before. You shouldn't notice now. I call BS.
You may have talked your way out of this one, but there will be no repeat performance.
You didn't see me actually steal it. I don't think you should immediately go running to it. You know what I mean? It seems silly that... I've had it go back and forth, where sometimes she pays attention, sometimes she doesn't. Most of the time, she usually just goes back to dancing and is all happy and yada yada yada. See?
Any goblin comes near me now, and they'll regret it. I feel amazing. Look, you're not really supposed to be here, but I'll turn a blind eye. Just don't touch anything, all right?
That is probably good for now. So a little bit more talking to do in the Grove. I gotta decide what to do over here, but I think we're gonna call that the end of the episode right there. Got most of the talking out of the way. We've made,
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
It's weird, because the first time I played, I was having such trouble having these two like me. But every playthrough now, she kind of gets a lot more, I guess small decisions as you go. For the early game, because you can get his whole vampire thing pretty quick, and come talk to Zaru and let Lae'zel be a bit of an ass, and that'll work out pretty well for her. But that's going to be it for now. I hope everyone has a fantastic day. And as always, remember to be kind. Just be kind.